This lesson covers the cron service, the cron tab or cron table format, as well as the cron tab command. If you need to repeat a task on a schedule, you can use the cron service. The cron service is a time-based job scheduling system that starts when the system boots. Every minute, the cron service checks to see if there are any scheduled jobs to run, and if so, it runs them. Cron jobs are often used to automate a process or perform routine maintenance. You can schedule cron jobs by using the cron tab command. A cron tab or cron table is a configuration file that specifies when commands are to be executed by cron. Each line in a cron tab represents a job and contains two pieces of information. 1, when to run, and 2, what to run. The time specification consists of 5 fields. They are minutes, hour, day of the month, and day of the week. After the time specification, you provide the command to be executed. This example cron tab entry runs every Monday at 7 a.m. The command will only be executed when all of the time specification fields match the current date and time. You can specify that a command be run only once, but this is not the typical use case for cron. Typically, one or more of the time specification fields will contain an asterisk, or a star, which matches any time or date for that field. This job will run only when the minute is 0, the hour is 7, and the day of the week is 1. In the day of the week field, 0 represents Sunday, 1 is Monday, etc. This job will run on any day of the month and during any month since the asterisk was used for those two fields. If any output is generated by the command in a cron job, it is mailed to you. You can check your local mail with the mail command. If you would prefer not to get email, you can direct the output of the command as in this example. You can provide multiple values for each of the fields. If you would like to run a command every 15 minutes, you could use 0, 15, 30, 45 in the minutes field, or you could use */15. You can even use ranges with a dash. If you want to run a job every minute for the first 5 minutes of the hour, you can use 0-4 in the minutes field. That job will get executed at the top of the hour, 0 minutes, then 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and at the 4th minute, running a total of 5 times every hour. There are several implementations of the cron scheduler, and some of those implementations allow you to use shortcuts and keywords in your cron tabs. I'm going to cover some common shortcuts, but these may or may not work on your Linux distribution. The best thing to do is to man cron and check to see if these will work for you. The @yearly shortcut means to run once a year at midnight on the morning of January 1st. Annually is just the exact same thing as yearly. Monthly means run once a month at midnight on the morning of the first day of the month. Weekly, run once a week at midnight on the morning of Sunday. Daily, run every day at midnight. Midnight is the same thing as daily. And hourly means to run once an hour at the beginning of the hour or at the top of the hour. The cron tab command manipulates cron jobs. You can use cron tab --file to install the new cron tab from the contents of that file. To list your jobs, run cron tab -L. To edit them, use cron tab -E. Note that cron tab -E will invoke the editor that's specified in the editor environment variable. Cron tab -R removes all of your cron jobs. If we run the cron tab -L command, it should list our cron jobs. And in this case, I do not have any cron jobs scheduled. So let's create one. I'm just going to edit a file with my favorite editor, VI. Any line that begins with an octothorpe or # or hash or whatever you want to call that is a comment. This will be ignored in shell scripts, it will be ignored by cron, etc. Let's create a time specification. So 0 minutes, 7 for the hour, and 1 represents Monday, and we will put the command we want to run, op sales bin weekly report. I'll save that to that file. Now we can install that file by running cron tab and the file name. Now when we list our cron jobs, we'll see that we have one cron job. Let's look at the editor environment variable. It's not set. Let's set editor to VI. Edit the cron tab by running cron tab-E. And if I want to disable this cron job, for instance, I could just comment it out. Another way I can do that is run cron tab-R to delete my cron jobs. And you can see that removed them. The cron service runs scheduled jobs. You can manipulate those jobs with a cron tab command.